Season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
All right, my people, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. How's everybody doing? World Championship done. Me go see who are the real track and field fans. hmm I'm going to see if you are the real track and field fan. hmm Yeah, man. I'm waiting. I am waiting. hmm Pepperlight fans. hmm Yes, see Pepperlight them come out now, blinging. Big up yourself, my people. Yeah, man. Respect and manners. Of course, you know that we ask that you give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, man. Give it a thumbs up. Yup. Um, we're here and we'll be giving a little review or an assessment of the World Championship. Was it a bittersweet one? Budapest or Budamess? A whole lot of things happening, you know. Whole lot of stuff happening in Budapest. Before I came onto the show, I don't know, so my phone always a go off, you know, people. My phone always a go off. And when my phone go off, info drop, man. Intel. Intel drop, people. Intel drop. Mm-hmm. Budapest or Budamess. People like the stream, like the stream. Big up to the people on Facebook. Yeah, man, enough respect. Remember to share. Remember to share, like, and subscribe if you are new. Let me go through some of the comments real quick before I start cuss me some now read on the comments. Big up Jack. Jack said first. Dr. Dan, bless up yourself. Chat Diamond, how is everything? A long time when I hear from you in a Chat Diamond. Everything alright, Chat Diamond? Mark, what going? Mark Plunkett in the building. Toffee Rudy in the building. We have Keisha Wilmot in the building. Sonia Lewis, Cassandra Buckle, Lulu, big up yourself. Jack said, just finished watching Wilson. They said Taekwondo is not entitled to run 4x1. Whoa. Keisha Wilmot's a real track fan from before me born. All right, Keisha, big up yourself. You have always been here, Keisha. Best as the commentary. Big up yourself. World Championship done. Preparation starts for Olympics. So track and field is not over. Yup, tough Rudy. Elizabeth, big up yourself. Dr. Dan say, are you FBI? Why? Intel always a drop Dr. Dan. I don't know if you want to call me FBI. Courtney Montague, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Courtney. That is true, and I would have loved to see that still, you know. It is true. Alright, Chop Diamond, so she good. Mark saying dead upon it. His slave. Claude Murphy said the World Championship this year was very low key. Indeed, you know, Claude Murphy. It was last year. I don't know if it was because it was in the US, but the viewership was off the chain because it was in US, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, this one seems to have been a little bit low key. I don't know for what reason. Opinion, big up yourself. People, guess what? I am going to free up the phone line, so you can call in tonight. Yeah, man. I free up the phone line, so you can call in and let your voice be heard on the whole matter. But in the meantime, give me your assessment. What's your assessment on Budapest? In the meantime, give me your assess on Budapest. When the chop meat is in the US, the visibility is higher. True. Yeah, that's what I think in a Lolo. It was way the viewership was great last year when it comes down to World Championship. Coach, we're watching from a next barbershop. What you say? You watch from barbershop opinion? They had full stadium all the time, which was good. Yeah, I think the Europeans, when it comes on to the Europeans and the trap meet, trust me, European people will spend their money. Them not come like Jamaicans who are beg free ticket. Yeah, man, they will go and watch these meets. You understand? So yes, Elizabeth, that's a very good observation. I saw it too, where the stadiums were you could hardly see space. I think mainly each day was full. All right, so of course we have to talk about what took place in Budapest. And one of the greatest things that come out of Budapest is the poor selection, poor decisions from the coaching staff. Yeah, I mean some mistakes that basically would have cost us medals. People, let me tell you this: I don't block nobody from YouTube. I just see on the phone. I don't block anyone from YouTube. Whether to comment, the only time I block something, they notice me say only time I block something is if it's a troll or some sort of what I call it now, unscrupulous messages will come. But no, I don't block people. So people, the phone line is open. You can call in and we can have a discussion on the entire Budapest. So I also want to discuss the Diamond League. Yeah. All right, Grant Holloway, and these are matter of fact all the athletes who defended their title stoutly. For Jamaica, it wasn't bad. We had, let me hear somebody comment before. Yes, in Antigua, Barba, Damio. All right, big up yourself. For Jamaica, it wasn't bad. We had some misfortune, like Jaden and Broadbell. However, we did better than than many countries who had much more than people than us. Sure. After losing the 1500 meters men final, Ingebrigtsen said he was not 100% fit, but he won the 3000 final, not being fit. What a sore loser. From a British perspective, Budapest was a failure. Jamaica did okay. USA was on top from last year and simply carried over. Yeah, what happened to Britain? Britain didn't do anything. What happened to them? Unknown. That no D, no nothing, no go on and Rich Pool love talk so. Rich Pool, where are you? You're hiding and watching. I guess in Ghana in bed still. Uh, Politics and favoritism in some selections. All right. Cassandra Booker said true because the coach should have put in Williams and Elaine for the 4x1. Yeah, people are saying that. You have a link. Yeah, doctor, then we are gonna drop a link, man. 1 year, people, let me know. Mm-hmm. Let me send out the link there. Interesting. Let me see if I can pin it quickly before it moves.
AG1 is foundational nutrition, science-driven vitamins and minerals, free and
All right, there you have it. I pin it, doctor, done. Fabian to move forward, man. It was best championship for Jamaica. We had a record breaking of Jamaica on finals across the board. Mm. Doctor, that what say you?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, we are here, man.
Bless, bless, bless. Yeah.
What's your assessment?
So I'm gonna back up a little bit. I remember I watched you and Fabian when you did the prediction table. I would say I think you and Fabian predict about 11, 12, and I saw the final medal count. I think Jamaica had 12, so that was pretty good. It was somebody can correct me if I think that we got about what 12. The final medal was about 12.
Yes, 12 medals.
Yeah. So, and which is what you guys predicted. I think the only prediction was off was broad belly. That's because he hit the hurdles, but I think it was pretty much. I think so. Yeah. So you guys were. I guess you can say you guys are greatest predictors, if one would want to say that. But I think my assessment was. I think the reason why people think it wasn't the championship wasn't like great is because there was not many upsets. Like having watching the diamond meet, pretty much everybody that was supposed to win won. So it's like the excitement wasn't there where you get some upset. Like Faith won, been breaking records for the past all her past diamond meets. She broke records, and this girl's running away from people at 100 meters in the 10,000. You know what I mean? So I think the only surprising for me was I think Mo. I thought Mo was gonna win. And I also thought the hurdle girl was gonna win. The Puerto Rican one. I forgot her name.
Oh,
the Puerto Rican
one? The 400 hurdle?
No, the 110.
Oh, you mean what's his name?
The 100-meter hurdle girl. I forgot her name. Like
Camacho Quinn.
Camacho Quinn. Yeah, Camacho Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I I thought that she would have won, given her all season. All season she has lost to, but I also noticed that her record doing big championships, she always either false start or she end up choking. So I think, but other than that, I wasn't expecting Daniel Williams to win at all, like at all. But I think it was good. I think my biggest issue was, however, though, they were following you and reading various different vlogs and blogs. They were saying that they're really in the camp where there was like unrest and stuff like that. So when I said that, in US had that. Like I think there was like a whole Gabby Shaqiri issues. But I think my biggest issues, and a lot of people might probably gonna disagree with me, I think our runners sometimes don't run for the country. And the reason why I said that, I've watched a podcast with Asafa when he interviewed Bolt and as well as Thompson, Elaine, and they said similar things. It's like about how our cultures, our fans are, and I felt like even though we had our unrest, we could have put aside all that negativity and just come ahead and just galvanize the fan and win that. Now, I watched the prelim race, and people were saying that the final race was faster than the prelim race. Of course, it's going to be faster. It's the final. That's number one. Number two, they're saying this team ran faster with Helena than when the one that Helene was on. Yes, but I would have put an Elaine against a Gabby because a part of track and field is psychological. So imagine a Gabby see Elaine or a Gabby see Elaine or somebody else. She doesn't know if they're injured. She goes, it's a psychological thing. There's no way Gabby would have ran down. There's no way Gabby would have ran down to Elaine, even at a 60% Elaine. So I actually thought we could have won that race. I mean, because I would have loved to see Sharika and Richardson get the baton at the same time and see who can pull away from who. Just like Bolt did a couple years ago when he got it behind Ryan and he just pulled away from Ryan. So so that I actually believe in. And finally, for the men, it is what it is. I wasn't really expecting us to do much, to be honest. I thought US was going to win. I thought we was going to get silver, but the 2-2 guy pulled away from our runner. But other than that, I mean, I feel like it was okay. But hopefully, everybody gets better, and then we see again next year. But all in all, to me, it kept me entertained when I was at work. So I had no, it was good.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment, Dr. Dan. What you think about Shelly's second leg?
So I saw it. Initially, she was pulling away from the runner, and I think something happened to her about 80 meters in the race. I saw that. It seems like she got injured or something. But still, regardless, she got the baton first. And had we had a faster runner, that would have been it still would have won that, because at the end of the day, she didn't, even though she got, they closed on her a little bit, but she was pulling away. But again, like I said, had we had a better turn runner, it would have been the third leg. We still would have won it, because again, Gabby ran past she ran past our third leg. So that means in order for you to run past somebody, you have to catch up to him. She would not have caught up to Elaine like that for sure.
All right. Good assessment. You think if Broadbell was in terms of being up and running, he did not have that mishap? You think what do you think of his challenge towards Grant?
I thought he would have beat Grant. And one thing I noticed about Grant is a superior athlete, but sometimes he's mentally unstable. He's not a psychological. Sometimes he's kind of psychologically, he's kind of shaky, because this is for the past I think it's 3 times. The first time he won was when what's his name? The Jamaican guy hit the hurdles, right? He won it. The second year, Parchi got hurt.
That's McLeod.
Yes. McLeod hit the hurdle. McLeod hit the last hurdle, was way ahead of him, right? He won it. Then Parchi got injured in warm-up. That's 2. And this one, Broadbell hit a hurdle. So again, you can't blame a runner, right? He has to do what he got to do. Like they said, you only could beat who's in front of you. But like, one can say, is it luck or preparation? I don't know. But I think what I've noticed with Grant, he's a superior athlete. But sometimes when he gets competition who constantly beat him, he kind of get like unstable mentally wise, like psychological wise. But I feel like because Broadbell have beaten him a few times, he probably would have, won this one, or at least, gave him some fight.
All right. What's his name? The youngster there, Jaden Hibbert. Talk about him.
Yeah, I'm just like okay. I would say a lot of the youngsters. I'm actually really proud of. If they continue the trajectory, they're going to be good. You know what I mean? One thing I do know about our youngsters in the past, if they start winning, they get some notoriety, then boom, you know what I mean? They just fall off. So I was very impressed with him as well. Hopefully, he just comes back strong next year and just like continue preparation for the Olympics. I think the biggest youngster that impressed me though was Watson winning that 400. I did not expect that. I did not expect that because I thought that actually I was watching you and when you were saying that based on the lane that Wade got and the fact that he was a time qualifier, he wasn't gonna win. You know what I mean? I also felt like Karani James probably would have put up some sort of fight because after Garden got out of it, because if Gardner was in there, he's going to win easily. But after, I saw Karani James, I was like, he's not going to win. So I just like how he fought for the last 15. He just closed his eyes and pump and pump. So I was impressed with him, you know what I mean? As long as he keep this trajectory. And he has a really good 200, so maybe he can double as well. So I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think the surprise performance of the meet would have been Antonio Watson. Many of us didn't have anybody to medal in the 400 meters. We started to, you'd say, select or talk up Antonio Watson chances because of what he did in the rounds before.
Yeah.
So that is basically how people came about with Antonio's name in the picture. In terms of the persons who successfully defended their title, Grant Holloway did in the 110 hurdle. Sherika Jackson did in the 200. She destroyed that field for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what you think. Noah Lyles, he destroyed that field again. Faith Kipagan, she's such a darling. She's special. She's talented. Elba Carly in the 3,000-meter steeplechase. Jacob Ingebrigtsen in the 5,000 meters, even though he lost in the 1,500.
I was surprised about that one because he was on the Diamond League circuit. He was winning all of those meets. But I saw the post interview with the British guy. He said that he studied his race. He studied his runner. And that's the thing that a lot of people I've talked to in the past doesn't know that. Part of, I'm going to bring an analogy here. Jamaica has a lot of talent, right? Both in whatever you want to call it, football, track.
Mm-hmm.
And what I noticed that we have raw talent, right? But in order for you to grasp that raw talent, you have to add to it, right? Because that raw talent goes after a while. And sometimes I notice a lot of our players, this is a comparison soccer where they don't, it's like they don't study the game or something like that. So the reason why I brought this up is because the British guy, he said, listen, I've been losing to this guy and I studied him and then make sure I beat him this year. And that's part of the game. That's part of how you be a successful athlete. You just study and study and study, you know what I mean? And that's what Kobe did, right? Kobe was shooting up shots. That's a form of studying. Michael Jordan after practice, Ronaldo will go, will come in early, and those are all studying. And I think that's something that I was quite surprised he actually beat him though.
Yeah, definitely. Joshua Cheptegei, 10,000 meters. Ryan Crowser, the shot put. Chase Early, the shot put again. Katie Moon, pole vault. Munda Duplantis, pole vault.
Yeah, he's good.
I think Moon shared that gold medal as well in the pole vault. Yulimar Rojas in the triple jump.
Sorry, Coach Kim Bella. I think you're not understanding my point. So let me just be a little bit more clear. when I say Grant is unstable, it doesn't mean that he's not psychologically. He's very consistent, but sometimes if you lose to a person a couple times, you actually do get unstable, meaning that like you start overthinking stuff. That's what stable means. That's number one. Number two, you also mentioned about big coaches study athletes. That is true. Your coaches can study athletes, but the player or the person has to be the one to implement what the coaches say. He's not the one that's running. So I think you're not understanding my point. But go ahead, coach.
Yeah, both coaches and athlete would sit down and try to work out the strategy of their competitors, especially when it comes to races that are strategic, like these distance races or the 400 meters. Yeah, they do that, but I mean, I don't know the point that the person in the comment section is making though. But of course, coaches do that.
Yeah, even Grant, I've seen interviews where he was like, I made some mistakes here and there. I need to go back and work on it, all that stuff. That is part of the thing. Like, it's human nature when someone, if you lose to a person more than one time, you're like, yo, what is going on? What is this going on? Because it's just human nature.
Yeah, definitely. So all these names that I mentioned a while ago, these are the persons who would have retained their title. What is the biggest upset of Budapest? If there's any, people drop it in the comment section. Did you see a massive upset in Budapest? And what is that race?
I still think the biggest one was Watson winning the 400.
Or is it the Inga Brixton? But even that is it really an upset for Watson when Wade is off? What's his name? And the overwhelming favorite
Gardner
got hurt. Is it really an upset?
If that's the case, I didn't see anything else in the track that would say it's an upset based on Diamond League form. Everybody was winning everything. Actually, you know what? Daniel Williams.
Oh yeah, the 100-meter hurdles.
Williams, yeah, the last 2015? It was like 2015 when she lost.
Yeah, she last won 2015.
Yeah. Williams. You know what though? I've always watched her. She has an amazing start, but she somewhat get closed on about 80 meters or so. And I was watching the race, and then I was like, yo, the way she started, I was like, she's gonna win. They start closing on her, but the line came, and I was like, I was so happy for her because she's had all these injuries, you know what I mean? Where she has all these, even the girl, what's her name? The one that tore her ACL, that ran for us, the 110, the one that tore her ACL.
That's Brittany.
Yeah, even Brittany Anderson came would just start beating her like nothing. I was like, man, how's Brittany, But then I was actually proud of her. I think that was the best one because you can see how the girls was just proud of her actually. So I take that back. It was her.
What about Inga Brixton losing the same 1500 meters?
I think that was an upset too, but I believe that guy. I'm not sure. Is that guy always been coming second or third to him? So I was surprised. I actually think that he was gonna win that because to me, but the 3000 he came back and won I don't really call that much of an upset. It is an upset, but I think I'm biased towards Daniel Williams. I'm biased, but it is an upset.
No man, the Inga Brixton one is an upset, man.
Yeah, it's an upset, but I'm just the biggest one for me is Williams. Like 10 years apart, 8 years apart, injuries and stuff. So yeah, I'm a little bit biased. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you see, listen, the last time Daniel won in 2015, everybody said that is because this person wasn't there, that person wasn't there, this person wasn't there. But I believe no, she win fair and square this time because every single person of note who was supposed to be there was there.
Yeah, but see, I have a question. Can we say that Watson's was also upset though, in a sense?
I wouldn't say Watson as an upset.
Here's my theory why I said that.
No,
right?
Hold on before you put your theory out there.
Okay.
Let me tell you why I don't believe it's an upset.
Okay.
The favorite dropout through injury.
Mm-hmm.
The second best favorite had to wait on time, so obviously he wasn't in good nick. He probably picked up an injury as well.
Mm-hmm.
So all the others that were left in the field were basically singing from the same hymn sheet, so to speak. So I wouldn't necessarily see it as an upset. I would see everybody going in it because the big names are out. I'm going to take it or let somebody else take it. And that's what they did.
Okay, so I think what you did, you laid out perfect. I actually agree with that. The reason why I said that is because even though Gardner dropped out, right? You still have two world champions that were still remaining there, record holder. Even though he plays time, one would think that he can dig deep and get a medal. So that was my theory. That's what I'm saying. It can consider,
Yeah, but based on what happened with him, the 400 meters is not like the 100 meters where you make a mistake and you can make amends with it. The 400 meters, based on how he finished, for me, in the semifinal, it tells me that he's not 100%.
Yeah, true. But you know what though? He was running well all year. He came in with the fastest 400 time.
Yes. I think he picked up some sort of a knock. That's to me. Before the semifinals, he picked up something.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people seems to get injured by like dehydrated or injured stomach bug. Because I think Sharika, after the 200, Sharika said that she was kind of she was under the weather. I saw her press conference and all that stuff. So I think a lot of people are getting, and that's part of the game. You get muscle cramps, the heat, and all that stuff. That's why you got to stay dehydrated and all that stuff. So I was surprised Gardner went down because I watched the interview where he's like, yeah, he's 100% back, so he's ready to go. So, I mean, but I don't know if Wade was injured. I don't know, but I know he just came in with the fastest time this year to the point where everybody had him on the podium.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian,
it was a battle between himself and Gardner.
Yeah.
And then it's like both of them just blew up.
Yeah, I mean,
but for me, Daniel Williams, that is the upset of the tournament for me.
100%.
Nobody had Daniel Williams in. Nobody remembered her. Nobody thought of her even medaling. She reached the final. Clap her.
Yeah,
but
because
to medal, nobody had her there.
I think people had even the girl from Arkansas. What's her name? The one that won the NCAA championship. Oh, I forgot her name.
Akira Nugent.
Even they were saying that she was better than she came in better than Williams.
Yeah, a lot of us were saying that she has the ability and the propensity to medal. Yeah. That's what we were saying,
Yeah.
So indeed, it was really a big upset because nobody factored Daniel. Remember, Daniel has been struggling with injuries upon injuries, starting her season slow, this, that, a whole lot of things happening with her.
But you know what NOJ said that she went in with the slowest time. But you know what I noticed about her though? She was always showing up to Diamond Leagues. Even if she lose, she was always showing up and working and working. She never gave up.
That is a part. Some people say it's a part of training, but it could be both training and earning.
Yeah, contractual. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying because I know coming out. I watched your show a couple months ago. We're talking about the top hurdlers, right? You said Brittany Anderson, you said Nugent, and I forgot the other person you said. Williams wasn't even counted for on the thing. And then watching the rounds, she looks okay. And I've watched all the Diamond League, and she was always getting beaten. She would get good and then losing in like 60 meters. But then what I noticed that she beat the top 3 hurdlers. She beat the world record holder. She beat Camacho Quinn, who hasn't lost in forever, and she beat Kenny Harrison, who's been so consistent. Which I don't know when she's gonna win a title, a world title, but it's really been. I am actually proud of her. She just have to I saw her. She was like, "Listen, this means the most to her because she literally was so injured. Like she just came from injury after injury, and it doubted her."
I mean, trust me, Daniel's situation is off the chain. I think she ran what we can call from a onlooker standpoint the perfect race. I know it is not the perfect race because there's always things to fix in a race.
Correct.
However, we could say that she ran the perfect race because she got a brilliant start.
Yeah.
She did not only get that start, but she maintained that start all the way to the line.
See, I have a question for you.
The two favorites were closing in on her, but
Yeah, they were. Actually, Camacho Quinn has a horrible start, but her speed is pretty good. Like she was like way in fourth or something like that. She came back. I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know that people might think this is controversial, but I'm gonna put it out there. I've watched the Diamond League and I saw Sha'Carri beat Jackson twice, ran her down one time and then beat her another time. And after Jamaica trial, she ran a 10.6. So I was like, okay, that's ours. That gold medal is ours, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still, a part of me, you might call me naive. I still don't think that Richardson can actually beat Jackson if she actually just ready to just. I don't know. I still don't believe that. Like, I mean, again, some people would call me stupid, but I just still feel like. I feel like 8 out of 10 times it might be like a 6-4. I mean 10 times be like a 6-4 or something like that.
You mean in the matchup with Sherika and Sha'Carri?
Yeah, in 100, I think it'd be like a 6-4 top matchup. Yeah, out of 10. Because I felt she came in just like a 10.6. I was like, yo, that's hers. That's Sha'Carri's PB, and she ran that in the final versus Jackson ran that in trials. So it's like, I don't know, man. That's just my thought.
I am looking at the form athlete. I think Sha'Carri is a form athlete. She showed up in for the big moment and won herself that title. A lot of people wrote her off. Some people even curse me when I talk about her. Every day we get up and talk about the Jamaicans, talk about the Jamaicans. You understand? So I think if you put them back together again, I don't know what would have caused Sherika not to win or Sha'Carri to win.
Well,
but to me, I think Sha'Carri, because of the history of her running past Sherika would definitely have to run that perfect race. Well, she got a good start, but I think she I don't know that I did a video asking the question if they underestimated Sha'Carri,
I think, okay, so for me, one, I actually think that I saw the interview and Sherika said that she did not see Richardson at all, which it makes sense. She was in lane 9, she's way over there. So I think based on that, and again, I'm assuming based on that, I thought she probably think that she won it, right? Based on that, because she didn't see her. So she probably thought she won it. That's an assumption, right? Number two, I think that, I just think that we're competing against the world. You can't just compare ourselves against ourselves. It doesn't get anywhere. So we have to compare ourselves to the best, right? So I think what you're doing is the right thing. Obviously people is gonna say that we're talking too much about somebody else, but I don't think she underestimated her at all, because you can't underestimate somebody who ran past you or beat you 2 times. Then what kind of person would you be? What kind of person would you be?
All right, but Dr. Don, if you did not underestimate me, why weren't you having that notion that I might come and pass you again? Why are you saying you did not see me? You should be focusing on completing that race,
Yeah.
So that you can cross the line first, and then you talk about who you didn't see and who you saw, If you know that the girl are gonna run past a Dr. Dan, or she did it twice, take into consideration that she's in the race and anything is possible.
True.
You remember Kemba Nelson at the Charles, boom, from lane 8.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So it is something that she should have in the back of her mind.
I mean, again, I
I think
agree.
it's underestimating.
I agree with you. I agree. I just think that, okay, here's the thing too, CD, which you talked about this. I think that maybe the confidence of her beating her a couple times gave her like, yo, you ain't nothing. I'm gonna beat you. Because I remember Boat said something. Boat said that he never run in Diamond League, right? Boat said that he'd go up on a track and say who's coming second. I'm gonna win. He had that confidence, like, yo, you can't beat me. So I think the fact that she beat her twice, she got that confidence. And that's what it is. Like sometimes, you know what I mean, you just let out the, you know, you just go. And I think that's what people were saying about Asafa. He's too uptight and blah, blah, blah. So I think that she winning, she's just confidence, because I'm telling you, I think that's probably what it is. I mean, I don't think it's more so over. Sharika's always been a professional to me based on what she exudes. So I don't think, you know, she would underestimate a talented person who beat you twice.
All right. Everything, Chop. Big up yourself. Rob Smith said every athlete that have ever ran below 20.6 have also ran sub 10.6. Jackson didn't have a good race.
I actually agree with that too, Rob Smith.
Yeah, I agree with it, but she indicated that she thinks she had executed a good race.
She did say that too, yeah.
Yeah. And I saw it. She got a very brilliant start.
Yeah.
Sherika was leading Shelly and Fraser Price. Even though we know that Shelly can never get her rocket start. But Sherika covered 2 steps at everybody in her field. Normally that not happen.
Yeah, because she's the tallest one in the field too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Donovan Phillips, if we're talking about trying to analyze in the race, what could have happened? We spoke of Shakaria as well. How is it excuse we're finding? Even this thing about Sherika competing with Shelly, I don't think so. Shakira. All when Sherika said multiple times she never see Shakira, she could never see Shakira. Shakira is out on the end. I know Shakira alone she never see.
you know who I
But
feel
the
bad
fact of the matter is that me think say she should have it in her back of her mind that the 8th person could pass me. So me not agree with that when she says she not see the person. It's a championship final. You want to win that final. You got beaten by your countrywoman last year. You beat your countrywoman, but you make somebody else come take it. Me not buy them story there. She executed a good race. Made us believe that Shakira was the better athlete on the day. And that is simple.
You know, CD, one thing I would say, I think she mentioned in a press conference that the 200 is her baby, so she was never going to lose that. She's the best 200 runner. Also, I just, you know, like I said, I just think that Shakira was better than her on that day. Because CD, I still believe that, and again, people call me naive, but I still believe that Sherika Jackson, if they run 10 times, will be a 6-4 battle. I still think Sherika Jackson beat her 6 on.
But
And that's
Dr. Dan, they ran the 100 meters 4 times.
this year.
Sherika only won once.
Yeah, she did. That's what I'm saying. The thing what I'm all the races that she has won, she's leading her by a good margin, and she's supposed to be stronger Which I don't understand that. Did she? That's the thing I don't.
Top end.
Okay.
Shakira have good top end speed.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like if you're right, that's the thing with Noah. Noah doesn't. The thing is about Noah, right? He has the stamina, right? So that's why sometimes Christian Coleman can beat him because he gets up before him, but then he closes so fast, right? Because he has that. So that's what I'm thinking. Like if Sharika gets in front of her, she's not gonna beat her because she's so much stronger because of the 200. So that's why all those races I watched where she actually walked her down, I couldn't believe it. But then I'm making an excuse for myself. I'm like, you know what? She doesn't want to get injured. Remember the last one that we watched together? You was like, you're disappointed. And you say you didn't like that. You were disappointed.
Yeah.
I remember.
All right. People take me on. And you see, Shakira can do it again. Remember, when I did a video about that race,
Yeah, I was there.
I said, me not like it, The people then take me on, and I said, boy, coach.
But CD, Jamaica fans are very protective. You have to be on the team. You got to be on one side and one side only. No sellout. if you don't agree, or the notion is you don't agree. You know what I mean?
No, but I am objective, and I am fair. I may analyze the sport with my ability and my eyes. Me have a coach's eye,
Mm-hmm.
Some people I use emotions when them I look upon it. Sometimes I use emotions to emote whatever, but at the end of the day, at the coach's eye, I gonna be my final thought.
But one last point, CD. I watched the 200, right? And she was in the lead by the 60 meters. She came off the curve with a lot. So where was that? Where was that Sharika? Again, it's a question, right? It doesn't mean anything. Where was that Sharika Jackson 100? Well, I guess it makes sense because in the 100 she was leading as well by
exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
She was still leading in the 100. It's just that, is it too short for her?
So you're saying that she can't hold her top end speed. Maybe she didn't put her in some indoors next year then. So some indoor. So that probably would be, or
But Dr. Dan, even if you say indoor, that is not the part of her race.
I hear a bunch of excuses, bro.
Now we're not making no excuses. She won. We're just analyzing what we think she could have done better to win the race.
Who is this? Everything, Chuck. What on?
I mean, Harry, yeah.
What's up? He's not hearing us? We're not hearing you.
But
all right, continue, Doctor, then.
I think, okay, we can, I mean, I'll move on. But I think for me, though, who I'm very sorry for is Talu. Talu, man. She is.
You're sorry for Talu? Ask Rob Smith.
So, you know what's so funny? Even Fraser Price, Shelly-Ann said the same thing. She was like, Talu is such a consistent fourth place. They need to give 4 medals now. She'll win one. Like, all jokes aside, she's consistently just there. And the funny thing is, she's her, and Shelly-Ann are around the same age, so her career is on a down and down, and she hasn't really won much. And I think in any other generation, she would have won something, but consistency.
All right. You know why I believe that Talu was a threat this year and she was dangerous, and we shouldn't take her lightly, even though many people were saying this is Talu. But I've noticed some significant difference between Talu, especially with her high knee lifts. These are the same high knee lifts that I saw in Shakira Richardson, which I didn't see in Sharika.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying, what's her name? Talu was dangerous, but because of being a perennial choker, it is true. I kind of lean to the side of what the people were saying.
You know what?
Just before the finals, I did a video that I have a strange feeling about Shaqiri and Talu. Talu was disappointed, but Shaqiri went all the way.
But you know what, CD? My thing is, although I was
Hey,
disappointed,
hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're hearing you. Everything, Chuck. What's up?
What's up, Coach?
I'm here.
How you doing, Coach?
Not doing that.
Hey, shout out Jamaica though. Y'all won 12 medals. Shout out Jamaica. hey, y'all held down second place. Though. I'll give you that. Shoot, second place.
I mean, they say every dog has their day. You know, it's
exactly. So we have to give him there for real.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all were the best second place people I ever seen in my life. Like when it comes to getting silver, hey, I'll give y'all that. Y'all good at that, but y'all just couldn't. 400 USA, 200 USA, 100 USA. We would have got the hurdles, but our people kind of hurt.
Now
so
you're gonna
I'll give
find
them that.
excuse.
But hey, at least they admitted on social media beforehand that we're hurt. We're not going to be in the championships. I respect that more than going to the championships, than running a booty time, and then you say why you ran that time, and it's kind of like, well, you shouldn't have won in the first place, man. But regardless, how you feel about Sharika losing to Sha'Carri Richardson 3 times in a row?
How do I feel? I have no feeling.
I know you're like the commentator for Jamaica, so I'm just curious.
I have no feelings.
You have no feelings. Hey, I deserve this because y'all was on my head. Hey, I don't know who the other guy is. Doctor, check this out.
Dr.
The Jamaican's been on my head this whole year. I'm talking about I made my channel last year. Y'all been on my head for a whole year talking.
Hey, people, this is everything track that
Sha'Carri
spoke about
never win
blowing
next year.
out.
She will get swept by Shelly Ann and Elaine Thompson, and I finally got what I deserved. She came in first, beat Sharika 3 times in a row. Just saying.
Listen, track, everything track. Listen, right? I think that. Listen.
What's up?
You know what they say? When you're desperate, right? Like if you're in the desert, right? And you're desperate, any type of water you see, you're gonna want to drink it, right? U.S. hasn't really won much, so you guys gonna be happy. It's like desperation. Yeah. Listen, I have some patients like this who's desperate. They come and they say, "Doc, give me any medication that will let me get better." That's desperation. No, I'm not being disrespectful. Now, the point I'm trying to say is, you guys won it that day. The best, you guys won. And furthermore, you guys are always going to win more medals than Jamaica. Jamaica only have so much runners and so much events. You guys are always going to win that. You know what I mean? You don't know what's going to happen next Olympics. Shelly Ann get better. Elaine's coming back. The threat is not over. It's still there.
I'm sorry, but right when he said y'all have more people, I lost interest. Y'all use that same excuse every time we win something. Oh, y'all have more people. Guess what? China has more people than us. India has more people than us. We're there. It's not about the people you have. It's about the quality. It's about the quality of the athletes. We just have better.
But we're talking about the medal counts. We're talking about the medal counts.
What? They have like 1 billion people.
Yeah, but
we could be 350 million trash athletes. Like, that doesn't mean, like, by numbers, you should be good. Not really. You can be trash in numbers.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Everything chat. Don't go there. We don't enter all events. Like,
what do you mean don't go there?
No, we don't enter all events. You are in more events than us.
Yeah, you guys have like 4. Okay, let's do. US have like we only have one person like the likes of like a shot putter or discus. US got like 5 people. Come on, man. Like you got to look at it's. I am not like we're talking about medal counts, not like the races that Jamaica's supposed to compete with US. We always do like the 100, 200. I mean, we don't even. When is the last time Jamaica had a 400-meter runner that won it? 1983, bro. That's 40 years ago. Like you gotta look at history, trajectory. You also gotta look at the amount of people. If you enter more people in an event, you're gonna get more medal. That's just a fact, bro. That's statistically a fact. Now Shaqiri winning, all that stuff, that's different.
All right, well, explain the regular races then, the 100s and 200s. Where's the is that an excuse now because y'all lost or we just better this year?
Ain't no excuses, bro. We knew what it was. Noah Lyles been the best 200 runner for the past 5 years. Whenever like we knew that. That's not an excuse. We knew he was gonna win. The 100-meter was more competitive. We knew it could have gone. Shakira came in the best the best runner this year, so we knew that it just could have gone anyway. Shelly Ann been injured. She literally ran her 3rd race in the prelims, bro. She was injured the whole year. She won 1 race in Jamaica trial.
And I respect that.
I'm sorry?
I respect that. No, I respect that. That's why I'm not on Shelly Ann's head this year. I was never on her head this year.
That's what I'm saying. We ain't making no excuse. We're just trying to we're chopping it up and be like, you know what I mean? It was, you know what I mean? We're just like, we just chopping it up. Ain't no excuses.
Hey, he's just overwhelmed by US winning. And they have not won for a while. So he's just overwhelmed.
Okay. It's not even that. It's the fact that everybody was on Sha'Carri's head for the past 2 years. And I had to take up for that.
Yeah,
and I got to eat for that.
But everything,
and now it finally paid off.
Everything, Chuck. Everybody would have been on her because of how she used to talk and she didn't do nothing. So for her to come back here and did that, of course, she had to prove herself.
But y'all was acting like she never ran a 10.72 before. Like I can see if you was trash and talking.
No. We never said that. We were saying you talk. You ran a fast time, but you have never won anything. No, we can't use that.
Oh Lord! But she was going through depression at the time. Y'all chose the worst.
Yeah, bro.
We don't care about her depression.
Listen, bro. What is okay? Now, you listen. You're talking to a doctor, bro. I know what depression is. What is clinically depression? That's not what you're doing. Clinically depression. That's not. Look. Let's be real right here. Let's just be real, man. I like Sha'Carri. You know what I mean? Listen. People tend to shift towards it. Like some people like humble people, and some people like people super confident. It's natural for Jamaicans doesn't like people who's not humble and talk, especially if you talk trash about their community. They're gonna try to defend, right? I think that's the argument that Jamaicans was saying. She was liking stuff on Twitter about Jamaica. She was talking stuff in Jamaica. That's literally the issue. Nobody was saying she's not talented. She clearly won the NCAA as a freshman with 10.78. I watched that race, so it's not like. She's very good, man. It's just that, like, I think the things that she was doing that make people dislike her. And that's how it is, man. Like, people are thinking that she wasn't a role model, so people turn on her. Now, she has won. People are starting to, like, hey, she has changed her. You see how she act different now? She's low-key now on Instagram, all that stuff. She realized that. And that's a journey of life. You make mistakes, you learn from it, you keep moving. That's all it is.
The fact is that she learned.
But bro, that's nobody's fault but y'all's. Y'all made her a role model. She didn't make herself a role model.
No. Everything, Chuck. How did we make her a role model?
Y'all put all this pressure on at the time a 19, 20-year-old, and when she went through some adversity, y'all got on her head as if people don't go through adversity.
It comes with the territory, bro. You're a public figure. It comes with
exactly.
It comes with the territory. That will happen to you too. If you're a public figure, you represent. Listen, he's representing the U.S. She's representing
everything.
U.S.
You know why that happened?
Why?
She ran fast. People saw the potential, but she was talking trash all year long. Then she got caught with weed. So
y'all were talking trash all year long.
So they're gonna pressure her.
Question everything. Did she talk trash this year? Did she talk trash this year?
She never talked trash any year.
Oh, No, listen.
come on.
Okay. Let's back that up. Where's she talking at all this year?
Which athlete did she personally talk trash to? Find the tweet. Find the tweet where she personally talked trash to an individual athlete.
Okay, bro. Listen.
Nobody said she talked into an individual athlete. Well, she show a lot of shade.
I know about the Allison Felix controversy. I mean, I'm not gonna play dumb, but overall, did she deserve what she got?
Okay. If I answer that question, I would say no. Because I would say no, but that's me though. That's me. That's not everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you're great, you could do whatever you want. You gotta back it up. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Usain Bolt, he didn't talk, but if he were to talk, nobody could have beat him. You know what I'm saying? Your defender, your domain is the track. You could like Mayweather talk trash, but nobody could beat him, right? It's okay to be confident. It's okay to whatever. But I think people are getting on her because she talks so much trash. She has not won anything yet. That's what I'm saying.
That's
nobody. Listen, Sha'Carri literally been the most talented person to track one of the U.S. half of the past three. What she got out of, which was 2021. She left. She left 2021. She left LSU. So it's not like she's not talented, bro. It's just that this year I didn't hear anything from Sha'Carri this year. No talking. She was just running her race, everything. And look at her. Now everybody's like, okay.
Plus, Dr. Dan, remember, US were looking for somebody to really challenge the Jamaicans, and they saw that this girl had the ability.
Yeah.
But she was doing more talk on Instagram and these social media without putting in any work on the track.
19-year-old came through. She was a phenom. 19, bro. Won in NCAA as a freshman. 1 year got a big Nike contract. Everything. Her trajectory was like, it still is there because she's 22. So it's not like it's still there. I mean, she's still, as long as she doesn't get injured and she chilled, she got it. Like, you know what I mean? Because you gotta look at our top runners are on our is like Elaine is 31, 32. You have Shelly's her last lap. You know what I mean? A lot of so she's gonna be there for a very long time.
And see, that's my problem. You just answered my problem. Y'all were comparing a 20-year-old that just got out of college, fresh out of LSU, to seasoned veterans. Y'all expected her to come out.
Everything trash. Stop.
All right, let's go with y'all's argument. She talked trash, right? All right. A lot of athletes talk trash. Y'all know.
Everything trash.
What's up?
Stop, man.
What do you mean stop?
You're talking crap.
No, I'm not. Y'all, nobody, bro, I have the receipts.
Nobody compared her with anybody.
Nobody?
Nobody compared her with no seasoned athlete. All we were saying to her, stop the talking, focus on your track and field because you're talented.
Okay, everything track. Look at it from this standpoint. You know that in sports, right? Whenever somebody come up, they try to they compare them to the greats, right? Because that's part of it. Because they see this trajectory that this person have based on the person come before them, right? So they're always going to compare her to. They're always going to compare her to the best out there. That's number one. Number two, US wasn't winning anything at the time, so they're gonna be like, that's our next winner. So they're gonna put everything in. It's like a commercial, bro. You commercialize the athlete, you monetize the athlete because that's who we're gonna push. So she was the next big thing on Nike because they haven't won anything in a while. So they're gonna push her. So that's why she had all that pressure on top of what she were doing, had extra pressure. So it's like, it's nobody like they're gonna compare you, bro. Listen, the next person that does amazing in next person that does amazing for US and NCAA, they're gonna be like, yo, she's on the same trajectory as Sha'Carri. Because that's just how it is. Naturally, they compare you, bro. You're not compared by yourself. You're compared to the masses, the people you run against. That's how comparison works.
All right. So where was all this hostility and animosity towards Abby Steiner this year when she ended up not doing good? And people held her to some high expectation.
Abby Steiner is okay. Let me say this one time. I'm gonna let you talk to Coach. Listen, nobody hated Sha'Carri because people dislike her because of her attitude, what she was doing. Abby Steiner does not say much, bro. She doesn't talk. She's not in the media. She's not going crazy on Instagram. She's not doing that stuff. You gotta understand that, man.
That's because she's blocked. That's because she blocks people. She blocked me because of a video I made. She blocks people. That's why she don't talk.
Okay,
but
then
she block you.
Okay, but then she's doing what she's supposed to do. She's mental health. She's trying to stay mental. She's trying to be focused. Then ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. You
Sharika
have to
Jackson
do
blocked me too, by the
you
way.
have to do what you gotta do to make sure you prepare and perform at your peak. That's it. If Sha'Carri wants to talk and be on Twitter all the time or Instagram, that's her thing. That's probably not Abby thing. Abby's like, you're not gonna talk about me. I'm gonna move on. Some people pay attention to the noise. I saw an interview. Abby said before races and stuff, she get rid of Instagram because she doesn't want to see what all that's going on. She said that. I've seen an interview with her saying that.
So everything trap because you talk trap. These at least block you.
That's a weak athlete in my head. I never thought about like all right, so like obviously I have people, the bigger I get, the more people that don't like me, right? It never came across my head to block people just because they don't like a video I made or a video was made about me I didn't like. Like that's so weak to me. But I mean, you do what you want, but
I heard they blocked you because you're annoying.
Nah. You know, it's funny y'all say that though. It's funny. That's what everybody say. But I always end up right regardless. Every video I made, I still end up right. Y'all might not like the delivery, but I always end up right. Whether it was about Femke Bowles, Cindy McLaughlin, Abby Steiner being trash, Marcel Jacobs being a one-hit wonder, Noah Lyles being the next Usain Bolt, Sha'Carri Richardson winning.
No, slow down, bro. Slow down. I got two questions for you. Slow down.
Hold on, Dr. Dan. Noah Lyles cannot be the next Usain Bolt.
Y'all smoking crack.
There's only one Usain Bolt, one Usain St. Leo Bolt. You need to stop.
He jogged in 1972 in the semifinals. Let's not.
And he went for the world record in the finals and couldn't manage it.
He said that. He did.
How many athletes, everything broke a record in a championship? Whether it is world championship or only a few. That's why Usain Bolt is legendary.
For now.
For all the time.
Bro. Maybe that 100. But I believe
Noah Lyles cannot. Hey,
okay.
Listen, it's the first time Noah Lyles actually do a double. So when he press a licking body, he no know say that gonna happen. You see broke the record in the final of 100 meters. Broke the record in the finals of the 200 meters. Nobody can do that.
All right.
Okay, everything track. Everything track. Your name said everything track, right? So let me give you some history.
Everything crap.
Okay, your name is.
Y'all funny, huh? Hey, but I still end up right though, so it's whatever.
Okay, all right. Okay, listen to this. Listen to this.
You blow our backs out, man.
Okay, listen to this, right? Everything track. You what was Usain Bolt accomplishment at 26 years old? That's one question. Number 3, how many medals did Usain Bolt had his whole career? For 12 years, Usain Bolt had nothing. He won triple for 10 years straight. So 10 years from now, Noah Lyles is gonna be 36. You realize that Usain Bolt retired in his peak, he could have still keep running. But anyways, answer those questions if you can.
What was the first question about Usain Bolt? What did he do at 26? He ran? I mean, he ran the fastest 100 meter. I mean, at the time, I was also like 11 years old. So
yeah, but here's the thing though. Listen, being a scholar at something, you have to do research and read, bro. And I think sometimes you're not doing no research, man. I'm not trying to disrespect you or nothing, but like at 20, listen, Usain Bolt won the 100-meter record 3 days after his 21st birthday in August. He broke the record, the 10 in Germany, the 100 and 200. Look it up. 3 days after his birthday, right? That was, I think he was 21 he was 21, turned 22. So 4 years younger. Lyles is 26. He's at his peak right now, right? So that means if he needs to have the perfect competition and the perfect weather to actually break that record, it's actually very hard to 1 to 200. Another thing I noticed about Lyles, he does not run the curve properly. You cannot break the 200. If he doesn't run the curve properly, it's going to be hard for him to do that.
He's never going to break it until he starts to run the curve. That is final everything track. You see, it's everything track. You see, like how you slow, and you need a good coach like me to coach you to run fast. If Noah Lyles don't run that curve, he's not gonna break that record.
You didn't answer
Coach.
my question. Everything track. Come on, man. I'm having a dialogue with you. Let's see what you got. Come on, man. So at 26, somebody put the stat in there already. Minivan, thanks. She said he had 6 gold, 6 Olympic championship, 2 world record at 26. Noah Lyles only have. This is Noah Lyles' first double, bro. First at 26. You know what I mean? So let's look at it like that. You know what I mean? So in terms of trajectory, you can't really compare. The reason why, see, this is the thing that I told you. Same thing with Shaqiri. When a great retire and somebody follow in that footstep and they're doing well, people are gonna compare them that. Remember when Michael Jordan retired, they said Kobe's the next Michael Jordan. You know, and then they said LeBron. They're always gonna compare you to the greats. So Noah's been compared because he's dominating this era in that he's dominating these few years in that particular sports. He's, you know what I mean? He's not, you can't like, you can't down Usain Bolt. Listen, Usain Bolt first loss was a championship to Christian Coleman in years. That was his first loss. That was his first loss, and he came in injured. He won his triple Euro like in Rio. So these are things that you have to kind of like, you know, do a little bit of research, man. Not trying to diss you or nothing like that. That's number one.
And
I got a question.
Everything, Chuck. Hold on. Everything, Chuck. You see, you said we are saying everything, Chuck, right? Or everything crap, and you're still getting them right. People every day make predictions and it come through.
Oh Lord.
On sports. That's why you have gamblers and all of these things. People gamble and they make a lot of money off it. That doesn't mean they know the sport. So because
you want to know how
you said because you get this right with Shaqiri, doesn't necessarily mean that you're the GOAT.
You want to know how how I got everything right, doctor and coach? Because I didn't bring up what athletes did back in their past. Like a lot of people are like, well, Sharika ran this at the age of 23, so Shaqiri won't be able to get to that level.
Who said that? Who said that?
I can give you some YouTubers. What was his name? Coach Rob.
Coach Rob.
He's one of them.
You mean Jamaicans?
He's not. I don't know. I don't know. He does slideshows, so I don't know.
Come on, man. We're not talking about that.
The Sprint Project.
That's not Jamaican.
Well, he ain't from here.
How'd you? Okay,
but
so
regardless, your people them a talk things about your people them. So don't compare we and them, brethren.
But y'all keep saying, oh well, Noah won't run this because Usain Bolt ran what he ran at the age of 26, or Tyson Gay won't be good as Carl Lewis because Carl Lewis was doing that.
Now. I put it to you now, and I said it to you. Noah Lyles won't break the record because he cannot run the curve. Until he can run the curve, him have a good shot. He doesn't have it now.
He's practicing the curve. He's practicing the start and the curve.
Yo, everything track.
And Area 90. And y'all keep forgetting about Area 90 too. Y'all keep sleeping on Area 90. All right.
Well, guess what? He got Tobago to worry about. He got to worry about Tobago.
Exactly.
They're the same age. He got Tobago to worry about.
He blew out Tobago's back out. What are you talking about?
He blew Tobago.
Get out my face of that. And Tobago's older. Tobago's older, and he still blew his back out. He got two silver medals in a row.
Bro, just listen, man. Come on, we having a dialogue, bro. Come on, man. Listen, bro. Tobago runs 3 events, man. The 400, the 200, and the 100 meter. He had rounds in his leg. Knighton only had the 200. 2 races. What are you talking about, bro?
That ain't his fault. That's Tobago's fault. Nobody told him to run 3 races and lose all 3.
Listen, bro. I'm getting frustrated with you right now. That's what I'm saying. It's not his, but you can't say he blows back. Listen, the same thing with Gabby. Okay, he did. Okay, he won. He did in the race. Remember Gabby Thomas? That's why she didn't do the 100 meter. And she went to 200 because she felt like she could have had a better chance. Remember, she did an interview about that. Are you gonna say what?
All three of us knew she wasn't gonna win regardless. Come on now, let's not.
It don't even matter, bro. You're not getting the point. The point I'm trying to say is, your point. Tobago, it has more range than your boy. That's it. Period. Tobago's a sub 44 running the 400. Sub 44.
Sub 45.
I'm sorry, sub 45. My bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't Van. All right now. But regardless, I don't care how versatile you are. If you can't win, if my goal as a track and field runner is to win a medal, I don't care if I ran the 800, the 1500, the 5K. If I can't win, then what's the point?
But both of them won a medal. So you have no
Area
point.
90 has a medal. What are you talking about? Like, what do you saying? What do you mean?
Both of them has won 2 medals. You said their aim is to win a medal.
Yeah.
But Tibogo and Arian won medals. So what's the point?
Tibogo has a silver in the 100 and a bronze in 200, bro. I hope you saw that race.
So what's the point you're making?
I was saying Area 90 has more medals, but regardless, he's focused on what he's good at. He's not trying to do 3 events.
How does he have more medals than him? What are you talking about?
Did Tibogo get a medal last year?
Oh, okay. You're talking about overall?
Yeah. I mean, they're both like 19, 20 years old.
Nah,
I mean, might as well just add both of them. Might as well just add both the championships. It's not like they're 36 years old. Might as well just add both of them.
But you also got to worry about this Jamaican kid called and crewman.
Ain't nobody worried about no Jamaicans.
I'm pulling your leg, bro. I'm just trying to rob
seriously.
You
we're not gonna take that.
I'm sorry. I saw y'all run. I saw that dude in the 400-meter run. I'm sorry, but that wasn't it. I am not worried about the Jamaicans, right? The men Jamaicans, I should say. The oblique Seville, I'm sorry. He got his back blown too.
Hey,
I'm sorry. Rasheem, what's up?
Man.
You're funny, bro. Yo, you're funny. This is my first time talking to you, but yeah.
Hey, bro. I love y'all, bro, but I got to go in here and play basketball.
Yeah, man, sorry, you better go.
All right.
I'm in America. I'm finna go play basketball, all right? So don't y'all get on my head.
What state you in, bro? What state you in?
I'm Mississippi. SEC. Big dog.
They're terrible, bro.
Power 5.
Yeah, all right.
We breed athletes over here. What'd you say?
Bro, I'm a Floridian, bro. You no comparison. I'm a Floridian, so you know how that goes.
Florida?
What? Say Florida. Something. Florida has the most players in NFL. All right.
No. Mississippi per capita, not per capita, but per percentage had the most players in the Super Bowl.
All right, bro. We'll
later,
catch up with you later, man.
Later.
Go play basketball.
Right, go out and play some basketball.
We're talking about track tonight, bro. Damn, coach, where you get this guy from, man? He's funny though. He's funny.
Man, he's always, trying to get the better of us. It's fine. It finally happened. We'll just give him 5 minutes of fame,
Yeah, it's been a while. That's what I'm saying. Like I mentioned, I said this. It's like somebody in a desert, coach. You in the desert, your thirst is you're thirsty. Any water you see, you need to quench your thirst. You're gonna drink it because you're gonna, you know what I mean? So they're gonna celebrate this
sewage water.
Yeah, they're gonna celebrate this one, and then next year, hopefully our runners could come back and humble them next year. But I mean, I personally think that I knew going in, and again, I listen to you religiously, and I read as well when I'm at work. I got a chance, I listen to you because sometimes that's how I stay in tune with stuff, and I watch the Diamond League as well. I watch all the Diamond League meets, and I kind of predict certain things. You know what I mean? And to say that what you guys say was a lie, I'll be lying. You and Fabian, I knew Jamaica wasn't gonna get much gold medals in the sprint as we normally do because it's just like a down year. If you want to say a down year, the male, I knew female were gonna get medals. The male per se, I was wondering where it was coming from. Blake versus Seville. Seville looks so great in the rounds. I thought he was gonna. The problem is, I noticed with him, he looks around in the race. Why doesn't he run his own race?
I don't know.
The man is looking from lane to lane, and this is second year in a row he won't get 4th place. He looks so amazing. I was like, he's gonna get a medal. I didn't know where, but I felt like he's gonna get either 3rd. Because I didn't think the way he was running, I thought he was gonna beat Noah, honestly, because his start was pretty good. So I was like, if he get a good start, Noah gonna close late. So I feel like he's gonna get something, right? But I won't say I'm disappointed because he came on unexpectedly, to be honest. Because I thought he was a little bit. Didn't they say he was a little bit injured during the year? He wasn't practicing. He was injured or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Seville needs
But
to,
based on how we ran, he proved us wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like somebody was injured.
You know when you go to horse racing, they put blinders in the horse so they will just focus on the lane. He needs that because he kept. This is like every year he's looking around. He dips early. I'm like, just focus and run, But he's gonna be good. I think him and Blake, the trajectory is really good as well. Keep going. You know what I mean? The future looks good, man. I mean, we have a couple athletes coming through. I don't know. I saw that in Krumiga. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's come. The jumpers look good. I think we came third, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
2, 3, 4. So that looks good. So I think we have. I think this is the first year we had so many jumpers that's actually really apart from Tajay. I think Tajay was like our couple years ago. So I think everything looked good. So future looks bright for youngsters. You know what I mean? But like I said,
and let us look a little bit on the jumping side there because you have Tajay, McLeod, Pinnock. On the female side, you have Hicklin, Smith. Plus, you have high jump again, triple jump. You have the triple jump men and women. So we basically plant the crop in the field,
Yeah.
We are farm. So the field get bountiful.
Yeah.
So it is a good look where field event is concerned. And myself and Fabian, we have always been saying it, that it is not only tracks that Jamaica is doing, or we're hearing our names being called in. It's now leveling. We're living up to the true name, track and field.
Yeah.
And that is a good look.
I think this is the first time because prior to that, I think everything was dominated by the 1 and 2 because of Bolt and Shelley, right? And Elaine. And the coach in Arkansas are doing an amazing job. You know what I mean? They have quite a few Jamaicans there, actually. You know how they used to call Florida Jump U? They don't call Florida Jump U anymore. I mean, they still call them Jump U, but, it's not really, Arkansas is now the new Jump U. The coach is doing an amazing job. So
yeah, but I think Arkansas has even moved past the Jump U stage. They are producing good sprinters too.
Yeah. Yeah, Nugent came there and dominated in the 110. So their coaches, and they're recruiting. I saw when at Champs, I was reading an interview about the coach comes down there he was down there religiously trying to get athletes, and I think
yeah, man, big recruiting going.
Yeah, so
this question in the comment section from Robs. I don't know if it is Rob Smith, brother. Why is everybody talking about Shakiri? Look how well Sherika did this year. She got a PB this year, second in the 100, and almost world record in the 200.
Well,
it goes to show how impactful that victory from Shakiri is. Plus, it goes to show how everybody is all about the 100 meter, which is the blue ribbon event, and not so much the 200 meters. So,
yeah.
Robs, I think that is my assessment.
Yeah, to add to that too as well, CD. I think as much as people want to dislike Shakira or don't like us talking about her, Shakira brings something to the sports that they haven't since Usain Bolt left. The flair, the hypeness and all that stuff that track and field needs. Out of all the top sports, I believe they say track and field is the least watched sports. That's something that Noah Lyles was saying too. So the likes of Noah Lyles, Shakira, they bring the swag, the quote unquote swagger to it. So if she's gonna run the 100 meters, she's gonna get, that's gonna get attention, and you know what I mean. And naturally, U.S. market their athletes. I mean, she's a Nike athlete, so that's kind of something that you gotta look into as well. Because that's part of it. So it's not like it doesn't seem that we're talking about Sherika. We actually spoke lengthy, like maybe for like 30 minutes about what we thought she could have done better to win, or or what she did wrong. So we actually talked about it. We talked about her build up towards the race. We also talked about, her getting beaten. So we have talked about. I'm not sure if you just joined, but we have talked lengthy about it.
You probably just come on, Dr. Dan.
Yeah, we have. So I think,
So we were second on the medals table and fourth overall. In terms of quantity, we were second. In terms of quality, we were fourth.
What do you mean quality? I know medal, but what do you mean quality?
Quality meaning the amount of gold medal put a different place on the medal standing.
Okay. So you mean it's total medals versus okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, you have total medals versus quality.
Okay. Well, Candy King, what I'm saying is that like viewership, right? Like say for instance, here, right? The viewership track and field doesn't have much. You have NBA, you have football, you have NFL, and you have baseball. Those have higher viewership than track and field, right? Number two, I got it hard, even outside of the US, soccer is the biggest sport. So I don't know what, and it's been widely known that Usain Bolt revives track and field. It's been widely known, his charisma, his swag. So I'm not talking nonsense. There's been many articles that talks about this. I'm not saying anybody doesn't love the sports, Candy. People love the sport. Doesn't mean it's getting a lot more viewership. Like we talked earlier that
Europeans are the best lovers of track and field to me.
Yeah, the stadiums were packed. The stadiums were packed. Yeah. So
even Jamaicans, we talk about we love track and field. We don't love track and field because can you imagine Shelley and Fraser Price live at Jamaica, both live at Jamaica, and when they are running in the stadium not full,
empty,
and them are superstar.
CD, I watched somewhere where they said that Shelley and Fraser Price and Usain Bolt, I read an article from a financial advisor, said that their likeness and what they have done, they should get way more money than she has. It's because I was reading something like that. And I say that to say this, that goes to show you the popularity of this. The sports is popular, but the popularity goes to show, right? How if you go in a remote village in Africa, you can find somebody wearing like maybe a LeBron jersey or a Steph Curry jersey. Would one say LeBron James or Steph Curry is so much bigger than Usain Bolt? You know what I mean? So, and that has to do with the sport.
Mm-hmm. All right. Dr. Dan, what do you think about the whole controversy that followed us?
Yeah, I saw Taekwon Underwood interview last night on Ryan. Is it Ryan? Yeah, Ryan Channels. Man. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. There's always some sort of controversy and corruption and all that going on. Now let's be clear. There are always coaches jockeying for their athlete and all that stuff, and the whole eat the food mentality for me is what I don't like. Is what I don't like. The whole eat the food mentality, because he was explaining to me that like certain athlete, the coach, certain athletes, or they were pushing certain athlete, which again, in a sense, kind of makes sense. But I think you were saying it, and Adrian was saying it, because you come top 4, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're automatically on the relay team. If you look at US team, they had people on the relay team. Gabby didn't even run the 100-meter, and she did the 4x1. Let's look back. I think Taekwon Underwood also. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but Tracy, I think his last name is. He brought back to the whole Michael Frater year when they won 2015. Michael Frater and all that stuff didn't even get placed in the 100-meter. He was saying so. It's just like it's the sometimes kind of the coaches, you know what I mean? And I actually think that's a shame because he, even though he didn't place at the at the qualifying, he made a comparison where he said that Yohan Blake, those 4 people that beat him, he beat all of them in Diamond League running. So if that's the case, you could have used him and all that stuff. So it is what it is. You just gotta sit back and just see what you know, you just gotta sit back and watch. Yeah.
And this thing is, you see, there was issues with the mixed relay and the 4x1 and then the 4x4 because people are still upset that the young hurdler ran. And not only that he ran, but the leg that he ran. So there are a lot of controversy surrounding the whole team selection and personnels on the relay team. I think they have to go back to the drawing board and really implement something. And I know there might not be a perfect system, but they have to have wiggle room. They have to have clause that you can, wrap back to that can, get the best athletes out there, get the best ones to run, to compete.
Yeah, I still think that we have, and again, I watch all these races, and people are saying that a part of everything is coaching, right? Coaching is just as important as the athlete themselves, and it's whatever you put out there is obviously going to run for us, right? And I just think that, like, I guess my question is, who is this? These selections is come by a committee, right? It's not just one person say, "Yo, come run." Does that person have to pass it on to, somebody else, or he just have the final say? I guess my question is.
I mean, for me, I believe that democracy probably is utilized. You might have some people that are dictators. The persons are responsible for which team. But from what I know, most times coaches engage other coaches in terms of who do you think is this? I'm thinking of doing it this way. And then somebody might give their input and say, if you do it this way, you might get this result, whatever. So you're possibly right. They might have committees, but not formal committees to say choose a team. They might have a coach that is in charge of relays who made that decision. But I suspect that person would also give other people's an opportunity to get their views on the matter.
Yeah, I think what can help too is, and they don't have to do it, but I also believe that obviously as fans, they always complain that we as fans doesn't support them and all that stuff, right? And again, they don't have to do it, but some clarity is okay. Come out and explain to fans. Come out and say something, and be like, okay, don't have us speculating because again, they're complaining that Jamaica's fans doesn't like their athletes, they don't support the athletes because of what you guys are doing behind the scenes or whatever you guys are not doing. So I saw many videos on YouTube about Elaine Thompson refused to run the 100-meter. I mean, the 4x1. I saw you corrected that. I saw a TNT track time or something like say she refused, and she came back and refute that. And it's like stuff like that. Come out and say, hey, this is what I did. This is my decision. It's okay to do that. Like, because then people be like, okay, we're not gonna speculate. Because if you keep doing that, I know for sure, I'm gonna divert just a little bit. The whole jersey thing that Jamaica, they got the jersey, right? Adidas jersey. I told myself I was going to buy a jersey because I don't know where my money is going. They said the money's supposed to go to this, that, because I wanted to wait first to see where I'm going. So the point I'm trying to say is that, like, people will galvanize if they feel that they're being heard or, like, you're communicating with them. So I think the whole speculation thing, they could at least do that. They don't have to do it, but this is where a PR person would help.
Okay. All right, that seems to be a something to look into. But sometimes these people don't take ideas enough. And they probably don't watch these videos to see and hear if there's anything of importance that they can use. Because sometimes we give free advertisement over here, you know, free ideas. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a new media era. We don't have to
Mhm.
go. You don't have to call a press conference. All you gotta do is come on Coach's Decks, go on Ryan, go on one of the popular Jamaican channel. Like, listen, you don't have to call a. You know, you sit in your house in your room, get on a video conference and talk. It's simple as that. I'm telling you, Jamaica need to start moving with the time, technology. You know, it's no longer call press conference. Every video have to be there. No, it's everything is on YouTube now. Like, you know what I mean? Everything is on vlogging. That's how you can do that, man. You know, so I ultimately think that we did the best we could have done. So I'm not gonna say anything like that. But I'm still haunted by the relay. I don't know why we took out Brianna Williams, even though the first leg wasn't bad. So I'm not deleting that. I just the third leg. I'm still understanding that. The men's relay, I I don't know. I'm lost of words. You know what I mean, but like you said, you clarified it. Like Elaine didn't get, uh, she didn't get offered a spot. Where did the rumor comes that she denied spot? It has to be from the camp. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You can't get
Mhm.
because it deter people from running. You know, it deter people from wanting to support you or you know what I mean, question your ability. You know what I mean? And it's funny things. Anytime somebody talk about them, they quick to want to sue. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know, is their pride that big? You know, it's okay to take. You know what I mean? You want to sue. Like, you're just gonna give away your money to the lawyers. That's it. Brain drain. Asking about hurricane in Florida. Just go to Walmart and get water, man. There's no hurricane coming to Florida. You're fine.
Okay. Brain Jane is in Florida now? Or
That's
is he
what he
on
said.
vacation? Brain Jane. All right, so let us quickly go through the Diamond League triple jump. We have Shanika and Kimberly in this one. Yulima Rojas again, the world
Man, she's not
champion.
tired. She's not tired.
Nah, she has to make the money.
She won that on the last drum, CD. The last, you saw that? The
Yep.
last jump.
She's incredible though. I
Yeah,
like her.
yeah.
She's an incredible athlete. Um, she's very technical to me. I think she'll take this win again.
Um, I, I'm gonna, I think so too. But I'm just gonna go with Ricketts. A little biased. I like her. I'm just a little biased. Like Rojas probably a little bit tired, and she's just showing up just to, just for the money. And Ricketts might want the win because when you get the win, you get the money plus, incentive. So
All right, so Roshan Clark will be making his Diamond League debut after running that 47:34. He'd be going up against Trevor Bassett, CJ Allen, De Santos, who he beat in the finals, McMaster, and Warholm. I think this is going to be an epic one again, but again, Karsten Warholm will be taking this one.
you know
Easy.
what? I have to go with him. CD. I was watching a U.S. trial, and they were saying that what you call it? What's his name? I forgot the guy name. He's gonna beat Warholm. That guy looks like
Right, Benjamin?
yeah. And Benjamin they did an interview with him too. He was like, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm ready for it. But boy, it didn't even materialize, man. He ran out of steam about the 50. I was like, I mean, you know what though? I actually think that Warholm, and if he's really wanted, maybe he got some residual, maybe he's tired and stuff like that. Maybe a
This,
DeSantis could come through and get it, but
no, you can't be tired.
okay.
Warholm for my money.
Yeah, he's undefeated too. So yeah, he's probably
All right. So that's the 400-meter hurdle. Let's look at the women's 100 meters.
Tamara Clark.
So Sherika was in this.
She pulled out.
Shelly was in it. Elaine is in it. Shakiri.
Oh, Shakira didn't pull out. Oh God.
No, she's still in it. So it's good to know that Shakiri is in it, but everybody knows why Shelly is out. But Sharika, is it that she doesn't want to face, or well, she'll be doing the 200 meters? Is it that she didn't want to face Shakira again? People
Is
are
she
saying
running
that they're
is she
running
running
enough.
is she running 200 in here?
I think she's gonna run the 200.
But you know what? To be clear though, she did say she had a flu after the 200. She's not feeling so well. Maybe she's resting. But if she's doing a 200, I wonder
No,
why.
was it flu or some sinus infection?
I don't know. She said she was under the weather. Usually when people say they're under the weather, it means they have a flu. That's what they mean when they say under the weather.
Okay. But it's good to see Elaine Thompson era in this one. She's gonna be going up against some stellar youngster. Let's see what she can do to
I would say
let the fans know what is happening where she's concerned.
I would say
This
she
is a
carry
good test.
one. I would say she carry one. Elaine. I'm gonna get Elaine at close two with Tamara Clark. So any one of them could battle for it. I like Daryl Neater too, but Britain hasn't made noise for a while since Cousin Dina. I don't know what's going on with Cousin Dina.
Is Rich Poor wants to come on a show?
Yo, she turned a big model now, man. Cousin Dina.
Like she go on model now.
She's a big model now.
All right. Long jump for men. Let us see if any of the Jamaicans have only Tajay Gale and
no,
McLeod
McLeod is there too. Okay.
That
1-2. 1-2. I'm going Jamaica. 1-2. I don't know who. I'm going 1-2.
Yeah, Jamaica 1-2 for this one.
Yeah, 1-2. Wait. No. The women's.
Tenta
He's there?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Tenta Glow is there.
Oh God. Still 1-2. Still 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2 for the Jamaicans. All right.
Tentaglue might come in and probably spoil it, but still 1-2.
Let me see if Natalia Gould is here. She's one of the big disappointment for me now.
Yeah. You know what? You know she's actually from my grandma community in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, Porus. She's from Porus, Manchester. Yeah, that's where my grandma is from.
Poor her.
Well, I'm gonna say scroll down. Let me see what else is there because I like Nakaya girl. The Nakaya girl, I think she's probably has the best out of everybody here. Oh, Raven is in there.
Mm-hmm. Adele
Actually,
Tracy,
shout out to Adele Tracy. She's always giving 100. She's always there. She's always giving 100. But I'm gonna say Nakaya. Gould probably she's gonna be there for the last 150 and then probably fade. So I'm gonna go Nakaya and probably Rogers.
all right, so that's the 800, 200 meters now.
Jackson is here. Interesting. TT Terry's running both? Huh.
Mm-hmm. Daryl Nita too.
Oh.
Tamara Clark as well.
Okay, interesting. I wonder why Jackson didn't really want. Maybe she's tired. I'm going Jackson on this one. She can jog this and win it.
It's probably kind of difficult for her to do the double again, you know.
Why you say that?
After doing it at it's 4 days afterwards, you know.
Oh yeah, that is but her last run. That is she last run 2 days ago. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is the easy one for her.
Yeah, she could jog this. But I also got a feeling that she's probably going there to collect the check and just like come second or something like that, you know?
No, I think why she's running the 200 still, you know, she probably would have to exert a lot more energy in the 100 with the field that was lined up.
But I saw her interview that she said she has a few more 200 and she's going for the record. But I don't think these people are going to push her, though. She's going to run from the front. I saw her interview post. It was like she has a couple more in it, so she's going to see how it goes. That's exactly what she said. But I don't know if these people are going to push her to where she can, like, get it. You know what I mean? She needs to, like...
I think she should go for the record, for real.
Yeah, she can, but what I'm saying is that she needs the like of somebody who will pull her off the curve where she's running down somebody. If she's running from her by herself, it's going to be hard. That's what I'm saying. Like, Tamara Clark and a Brittany Brown, they're not going to push her. Prandini maybe because she runs a good curve, but that's it.
Prandini. I don't know.
Well, it was Prandini while we lost the 4x1 last year, so I don't know. She should eat that curve up. So I don't.
Big 100-meter hurdles coming up too.
Oh God, it's the
Rematch.
same field. It's the same field.
Same field, except Aleja Johnson and Pia.
I will say this though, Camacho Quinn is not losing this race.
Nah.
Camacho Quinn is not losing this race. She's not losing this race.
So let's see if Daniel can repeat.
Unfortunately, I like her, but yeah, she's probably gonna get third here. Because you figure you're gonna have the like of Harrison, Camacho Quinn there, and then you have Mia Ali. Actually, Alicia Johnson did actually pretty well in the U.S. trials. The U.S. hurdle trials was so tough. She just missed it by she clipped the last hurdle. She would have made it. Same thing with Tia Jones. These were the top 5 in the U.S. trial qualified. Tia Jones, Aleia Johnson, and Kendra. So it's gonna be it's very competitive actually. God.
Yeah, it's a good field. But I think Camacho is gonna win.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree.
All right. And these ladies have been competing all through. They normally don't hide from each other.
Yeah, that's the hurdles. The hurdles are like that.
Yeah.
Let me choose the men.
And the last event of the day.
Kenny, Aaron Brown, DeGrasse, Knighton, Zonna Hughes, Lyles. Oh God. We already know who's gonna win this.
Would he be going for the record?
Yeah, but again, I don't. Again, this field, you can, but again, he's tired. He has a lot of race in his leg. He has what? He has triple, right? So he has 4. He has 8 races in his leg. Over the past 10 days.
No, 7.
He has 3 rounds of the 100, 3 rounds of the 200. That's 6, and 1 rounds of the
4x1. So that's 7.
Yeah, so this is gonna be his 8th race. Yeah, so in his leg. So I don't know how much he's obviously gonna go for it, but I don't know how much is stretch. Again, this is not the best field to push him, right? Knighton will come off the curve good, but Zonna Hughes will give him a little push. But I don't, the grass is still injured. The season best is what? Season best is 20 flat, 20.01. So he kind of has, yeah. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But I think he will win though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. What happened to Abby Steiner? Is she injured?
Yeah, she ended her season.
Because didn't she qualify at the U.S. trials? I think she did.
No.
No, she didn't qualify in the 200.
Oh, they blew her back out.
I thought she did. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's crazy, man. It's one of those situations. But yeah, I just think that I think overall, we did well. You and Adrian did get the prediction. Fabian, you guys did get the prediction pretty on point in terms of medals. Some unpredictable medals, some that we should have gotten that we didn't got. Like I guess with the broad belt one, I think that was kind of the only one that was off a little bit. But overall, we do have a lot of young talent coming through. So let's see. There's always talents in the collegiate system for the U.S. So they've always been our top competitor, anyways. We do have a lot of runners in the U.S. Jamaica has a lot of runners in the collegiate system, so they're getting good coaching as well. Overrun a lot, according to certain people, because you run a lot of track meets. But you could take that and get an education or something with it if you don't make it pro, because you're only one injury away. So everything coming through. I don't know what's going on in Krumi. I think he got injured. I don't know if did he go pro or did he sign a contract?
Yeah, he should be pro.
Yeah, we got we got the twins. We got Alana Reed So there's some talent coming through. Just need good. Make sure they manage properly, good coaching, because we have seen in the past where we have a lot of talented runners run 2-3 years and then like they fall off the wayside. So um, a part of those talent is management, which is that's important for us. But other than that, I think we definitely have some talent going forward, and then yeah, we're gonna be good. But overall, it wasn't the best. Not too disappointed, except for just the relays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was expected. Yeah, we expect the U.S. to win the relays for men. Women, we didn't, but for men, we did. And that's actually what you and Fabian predicted. The women we thought was going to win. You know what? What do you think about that 4x4 for men, for women?
The women.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad 4x4. And I think the second leg, by how it looked, the lead that we had, the second leg kind of faded and
Still
put
had a pretty good.
the
Still had a
final
pretty
leg
good
into
lead
some
though.
problems.
The final leg still had a pretty good lead though. I think what I was most disappointed in was the men. I was expected a little bit better from the men, but I was expecting a little bit better from the men. But the women, I thought we were gonna win gold because the U.S. wasn't there. But then I totally forgot about Holland because they've been mixed champion for the past couple years. Thinkable is pretty bad, man. She's a bad woman, and she's only what 21. She's gonna be around for a while.
Femke ball is scary.
Yeah, her and Sydney gonna be because Delina Mohammed, she's pretty much downhill now. She's what 32, I think. So she's going down. She didn't make it this year. She also said she was injured. That's the thing, dude, CD. When you get, you're a coach, you know this. As you get older, it takes you a longer time to warm up, it takes you a longer time to recover, and then injuries starting to occur. So that's why they say whenever you're on the other side of 30, that's why. And it makes sense too, because like, for instance, whenever a patient come in the hospital, our predictability is based on age, right? Because, things are much better. So as somebody gets to a certain age, they're starting to get injured a lot because they've been doing this for so long. You start having knee issues and stuff. So like the likes of Fenkabo, who's 21, McLaughlin is what 23. So it's like 24. So it's like they have a long, battle going on. So I just think that like I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Jamaica won it. I was like, yeah, you know what I mean. But then I saw her caught up the line. I was like, damn. But it is what it is. They got a silver medal. You know what I mean? So we'll take that.
Yeah, Femke ball is excellent. She ran a very good race.
Yeah, she did.
Brain drains if you wait the town and tell people Shakira is coming your way.
I think she's already arrived, man. There's nothing else for her to prove.
Yeah.
She's arrived. She went there and got 3 medals, 2 gold and 1 bronze.
Hey, you see, even if Shakira now win next year, this year, nobody can take it away from her.
Yeah, 2024. Again, barring a major injury, coach, and somebody, the likes of Brown Liston or Alana Reed, blew up and start running 10-6 consistently, and you don't have Elaine Thompson or Shelly or Jackson, she's gonna win. That's literally, there's nobody else gonna beat her. That and again, she is gonna be the one to bring the torch for US for a while because her age, and then what she brings the quote unquote swag. I'm sure Brain Drain is happy, but you know what I'm saying, but the younger runners that we have coming up, the Reed, the Liston, and all that stuff, yeah, if they get it together and they'll obviously make noise. You have the twins as well, which I have an issue with, I don't know, coach. I think their weight, to me, based on their size, is an issue. But we'll talk about that. That's something that can be talked about later because I don't know. I think me and you had this conversation before. You mentioned that off season they bulked up, or then when they start running, they slim down. Was that what you told me the last time?
Yeah, that's what I know they do.
Oh, okay.
So they'll do a lot. Because you see when they make the the transition.
Yeah.
you basically start to lift more weights, heavier weights. That's why some people break down before they build up to get faster.
Yeah,
So,
they don't. But I would say though, Coach. So and again, you're a coach. From a physical standpoint, your knee is a weight bearing. Your knee carries most weight. So that's why people they always say the first thing they say is to lose weight. That's why you get arthritis and all that stuff. And as you get older, your knee, right? So because the way they're built, they're very stocky. Her thighs are huge, right? So it's like her knees bringing a lot of the weight. So they don't have what they call the prototypical weight. You remember UN Blake when he was first come up, he was stocky and well built like a damn linebacker. But he managed that weight. He managed that muscle mass. Same thing with Southpaw. Southpaw was very built too. Obviously, he also lost it. He managed the mass. So it's like the reason why I said it is because the bigger you are, the more oxygen demand your muscle. Because you remember the red and white fibers. So the more oxygen demand you need. So white fibers is what red fibers are what sprinters need because that's what how the whole mitochondria and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is that like because of that, that's my concern for them. But obviously, I'm not their coach. Their coach probably would know more as well. So yeah.
Yeah, let's see what they will do because I'm looking forward to see them. Turn on the heat. They have been on the circuit. They have been over there in Europe running, training, running. So it's not like they would have been given an off season already.
Yeah. Mina Vamp says Shakira is not buff. Shakira is fit and built. You see her frame? Her frame fits her body. She's really short and her frame fits her body. She's a prototypical body that athletes. You need your athlete to have muscle mass. They can't just be like skinny, they need muscle mass because you get injured, but too much is what I'm saying. Again, that's either here or not there. Because like you have NFL linebackers who's fast. Look at Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is like fast, so yeah. But yeah, CD man. Well, now we just have to look towards Diamond League and then back to football. Nothing really else. Until 2024 for now because there's no more just Diamond League. So
yeah.
So.
Well, we find stuff to talk about in tracks as well.
Yeah, man. I'm here whenever I'm not working because I'm in the ICU right now.
Okay.
And COVID is ramping up. So here, there's a COVID surge. So
yeah,
I'm getting a lot of COVID patients, and I have to intubate them and stuff. So ramping up. Yeah, I was working for the past 15 days. This is my first quote unquote day off, and that's because I came home at 8 a.m. this morning. So post call. But yeah, other than that, just working hard. Brain drain asked me. I am in Tampa General Brain Drain. But I took a rotation. My actual main hospital is in San Jose, California, but I'm doing a rotation here in Florida. So I'm here and doing the storm with you as well. So I'm in Tampa right now. But yeah, so that's kind of it. Other than that, I'm just working like a slave, man. Slave shift, But, yeah, and the snow is coming, the rain is coming to me. I still got to go to work though. They don't really care. Patients are sick, so.
Well, that's what you went to school to study for.
You know what, CD? I forgot. You're an accountant. I actually, before I went to medicine, I had my bachelor's in accounting and finance. I used to work at PwC as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I got. That's what I did before, and I didn't like it. It's too boring, so I decided I wanted to do surgery. So I just went back to medical school.
Okay.
Yeah, remdesivir is not overrated, sir. You need that for COVID. Okay, look, CD. Let's just. Brain Jane is just so. This guy. Yo, what is? Are you?
His brain starts to drain.
Nah, it's fine. Nah, well, he's funny, man. People still don't believe COVID is real, so that's another story. I don't even want to talk about that. But
Dr. Dan, really appreciate you being here now because I was thinking I'll be running solo.
Nah, because I haven't. Yeah, you haven't. We haven't done much lives. I've just been watching your short clips and stuff like that. And then, like I said, to be honest, man, I work like crazy. You know, it's boring here. And I have nothing to look forward to. Is like kind of stuff because you have to mix yourself with something else than just medicine because it's very depressing when you see a lot of sick and dead people. So just coming through, just like vibing, kind of helped me a little bit. Yeah. So that's kind of how things is. But yeah, man, we catch up, man.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
Anytime. All
right, people. Big up yourself. It's the end of the show. Thank you very much for tuning in. Another weekend's triple treat. Yeah, did I say that? Weekend's triple treat? It's Tuesday, from Trackside.
It's Thursday.
It's from Trackside Podcast. Big up to Dr. Dan. Big up to all the persons in the comment section. On your way out, just like the video.
Brain Drain, just send me a message on my thing, and I'll send you my credentials. But I do not work with Big Pharma. If I did, man, trust me, they make a lot of money.
Probably that's where Brain Drain works.
Yeah, probably because they do make a lot of money, man. All these drugs that they come out with every year.
Yeah, Brain Drain has a lot of money. All right, Brain Drain, pick up yourself.
All right,
you are 23 months a member of the coach's desk, Erudite Squad, Brain Drain. Big up yourself.
2 years.
Thank you very much. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace out.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.